What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the lab with another Quest build. We've been in the builder tinkering some facilitators lately, and shout out to my boy SoundWave Zero. Check his channel out in the description below for setting the blueprints for this crazy build. I had to go in and tinker with it a little bit, and so there's a bunch of different ways to make this specific build. This type that I'm showing you here is going to be a little bit more basically a post powerhouse rather than a defensive non-shooting powerhouse. So there's, like I said, there's a bunch of different ways you can make this build, but this one's going to be able to kind of be more offensively just a monster. If you take the DNA strands of Tim Duncan, Jefferson, and Hakeem Olajuwon, you're going to end up getting the two-way Post Facilitator, and this beast is a monster powerhouse. So let's get right into it. Again, follow the attributes to a T to get the name, and then use that as a blueprint to do whatever you want to do. It's your build, you can do whatever you want, but let's get into it right now. You're going to go center, and you're going to be 7 foot, weight 247, wingspan 7'6", and I went body type built because you want to be, people want you, you're going to line up across from somebody and they're going to be like, I don't know what to do. They're going to be spooked. They're going to see that name and they're going to be, I don't even know how to guard him. You're going to be drawing double teams and all kinds of crazy stuff. So, close shot, 81. You're going to put that up to an 81. Get your driving lay up to a 64. That's going to unlock that fearless finisher. Really like that badge this year. Driving dunk, max that out to a 75. Standing dunk, get that to a 90. And you're going to be able to get that Hall of Fame rise up. And then your post control, you're going to do complete damage. You want max that out to a 95, and that's going to give you 20 finishing badges. And so here's where you can kind of tinker with some stuff, but we're going to max out midi and max out 3-ball on this build. You could have no 3-point shot and then get your free throw up high, but so you're only going to get 5 shooting badges with that. But if you max out your 3-point shot, which will give you an 83 ball, which allows you to actually shoot other than middies, it's going to give you 7 with that. Then we're also going to get your free throw up to a 32 to give you 8 shooting badges. So again, pick your poison. That's actually not going to change the name if you don't want a 3-ball. But 8 shooting badges on this is going to be able to give you a Hall of Fame fade ace, and then you can mix and match a couple other badges in shooting to be able to hit that midi real nice. You're gonna max out your pass accuracy, your ball handle, and your speed with ball. That's gonna give you 14 playmaking badges. So again, you're a two-way post facilitator. This build is gonna allow you to make bullet passes out of the post, and if the double doesn't come, you can go to work on anybody. But if the double comes, you can have bullet passer, you can have dimer on Olive, needle threader on Olive. Your ball handle is good enough. You're not necessarily going to be fast on this build, but you're a center. This is Hakeem Olajuwon. This is Jefferson, if you old heads out there remember him. So 14 playmaking is huge on this build. And then we're going to max out interior defense. You are a two-way, so that makes sense. And then you're going to get your block to an 81, and that's going to unlock Hall of Fame chase down. As you can see, 80 to an 81. That's going to give you some nice possibilities there for different badge setups defensively. And you're going to get your defensive rebound to a 77, which obviously brings up your offensive rebound to a 52 as well. It's going to give you 7 defensive badges. So that might look a little, well, I'm a two-way, but I only have 7 defensive badges. Well, you can get Hall of Fame chase down, gold Reeves, and you also get you can have gold intimidator as well, so you can mix and match and be just fine defensively, especially with interior defense at 95. So you're gonna max out speed and acceleration. Let's get to these physicals. Strength, you're gonna get this to an 87. You are a monster down low. I'm telling you, no one's gonna want to mess with you down low. Vertical 75, so you're kind of freaky. This is a little Dwight Howard-ish, a little Dwight Howard in me. And then stamina 70, you're going to be able to hit the Gatorade facility. You can buy boosts or whatever, but you're not going to be moving too much on this build. So I think stamina is not going to be too much of a problem. So I think a 70 stamina is fine. So just looking at this, 20 finishing, 8 shooting, 14 playmaking, 7 defensive badges. This is going to do damage inside. Like I said, I'm calling this a Post Powerhouse, but you're going to see the name here once we get after the takeovers. But let's look at the takeovers here. You have shooting, interior defense, and then post scoring. What I would suggest on this is going power back downs or advanced post moves. Basically, you know what? For the sake of this, we're going to make this a pure post powerhouse. So I'm going to give this post playmaking off rip. That's going to allow you to, when you get the double team, you're going to be able to kick it out, and people are going to hit off rip, on God swear, left side curtains. And then we're going to go post shot daggers. And so, actually, you know what? I take that back. We're going to go post shot daggers off primary, so you're going to be able to hit those shimmies. You're going to be able to hit those fades, especially with Hall of Fame fade ace. And then once they double down, that's when you're going to hit them with the post playmaking, and you're going to be able to make any play you possibly want out of the post. Just think of Al Jefferson in his prime. Think of Timmy D in that Spurs offense. And then think of Hakeem Olajuwon, winning championships, just down there doing basically whatever he wanted. And so this is going to give you the two-way post facilitator, super rare RBC, two-way post powerhouse. Basically what I, if they would give me that name, it's basically a two-way post powerhouse facilitator. So I hope you guys like this. Again, there's a bunch of different ways you can make this. Let me know down in the comments if you want to see other versions of this, because you can make him more defensive oriented. You can have him, no three ball, a little bit more offensive inclined inside, and you can make him more freaky with his wingspan and whatnot. So let me know if you guys want to see that. Shout out to my boy SoundWave for basically, like I said, give me the blueprint to this build. Just had to throw a little pepper with a little bit of dash of potions, and we're mad scientists out here. So let's get into the test builder and see if this dude passed the eye test. I already know he does. You can just you can smell it getting off the elevator. So let's get in there, drop a like, hit that bell, let's get a wire.